Good evening, everybody. Today is the 9th of November, as according to the old calendar. I'm, of course, Reader Lazar. Welcome to Voice of British Orthodoxy. We have two saints that are consistent across the three sources, and then the Celtic Saints website includes an entry that, if we were using it, would have been covered a month ago. But I will show that at the end, and I will read these two entries. So, our first entry for today is for Saint Benignus, also known as Benen of Armagh, and he is from the 5th century. His entry is here. I will probably leave this on here until I'm partway done, just so that you can read both. And then Saint Benignus, Benen. Saint Benen of Armagh was the son of an Irish chieftain, Sessanen, whose territory was in present-day County Meath. Baptized by St. Patrick, who we commemorated back on the 17th of March, he soon became a favoured disciple. In time, St. Patrick consecrated St. Benen to the episcopate and appointed him as his coadjutor, Coadjutor. Upon St. Patrick's resignation, St. Benen succeeded him as Bishop of Armagh. Travelling with St. Patrick, St. Benen worked to spread the gospel, assisting St. Patrick with all aspects of his missionary labours. St. Benen especially concerned himself with the music and formation of choirs, earning the sobriquet St. Patrick's Psalm Singer. The Martyrology of Donegal discusses St. Benen's virtues, particularly his piety and gentleness, and refers to his many unspecified miracles. He is said to have assisted in the compilation of the Irish Code of Laws known as the Sencus Mór, as well as contributing to the Psalter of Cashel and the Book of Rites. Saint Benen was present at the synod, which passed the canon which made Rome the final court of appeal for the Irish Church, which can be found in the Book of Armagh, and then in brackets it says Codex Ardmacanus, a part of the collection, and then we've got an extra pair of brackets that says MS 52, of the Library of Trinity College, Dublin. Though he primarily evangelized in counties Clare and Kerry, St. Benen established a monastery on Benen, which is Hill of Benen, present-day Drumbannon in County Cavan, as well as at Kilbennan, which is Church of Benen, in present-day Kilbonane in West Cork. It has also been said that he spent time at Glastonbury, though this is almost certainly incorrect. Records indicate that St. Benen resigned his see shortly before his repose. St. Benen repose has been variously dated, basically in the years from 466 up to 469, and of course the 2 years in between. He has a Troparion, but as always, we are going to read the book entry first, but I will scroll down just so that you can get a preliminary reading of it. The group chat entry is Saint Benignus of Armagh, and then in brackets it says Benen, Bishop of Armagh, and then in brackets again 4068 AD. 468 AD, there we go. A favourite disciple of St. Patrick, whom he succeeded as main bishop in Ireland. He preached mainly in Clare and Kerry, and founded a monastery in Drumleys. His Troparion is sung in the first mode, or tone, depending on what you prefer, and it goes as following. O best loved disciple, and successor of Ireland's Enlightener, thy God-blessed witness for our saving faith is sorely needed. Most reverend Hierarch Benignus, entreat Christ our God that he will raise up new disciples to bring thy native land out of this present dark age and restore it to the true light of orthodoxy for the salvation of men's souls. Next entry is for Saint Pabo, and I decided today to try and find icons for both of the saints that are commemorated today, and we found what is on the left for Saint Pabo. I hope I've pronounced it correctly. Anyway, this came up on Google. It's a nice icon. It's kind of like a mixture of Western and Byzantine, which is nice. Kind of similar to some of the English icons you might see. Anyway, Saint Pabo. He's from the 6th century. Saint Pabo, surnamed Post-Proidain, was the son of a Scottish chieftain. After a military career in Scotland, he went to Anglesey in Wales, where he founded a monastery at present-day Llanbabon. Thank you to the person who left the comment on yesterday's video for telling me that the double L is actually more pronounced like a clan. Which in Welsh is Church of Pabo. Saint Pabo reposed c.510 and is most likely buried on the grounds of his monastery. There, Saint Pabo's church has a stone marked, I assume this is Latin, Hic jacet Pabo post prude corpus te prima, which translates to, here lies Pabo post Pryden, King of Britain. And the group chat entry is Saint Pabo, founder of the monastery later called Llanbabon in Anglesey, Wales. And then, in brackets, we've got c.510 AD. He also has a Troparion, which is sung in the 8th tone, also known as the Pelagal 4th tone or mode. And it goes as following. Revered pillar of northern Britain and light of monastics, O Father Pabo, leaving thy family and homeland, thou didst inspire us, O Holy One, to respect the monastic virtues which attain to the salvation of souls. We do have a bonus entry, which falls under Saint Tredwana of Restelrig in Scotland, and she's listed as a virgin, but her entry is also on the 8th of October, which means we've pretty much covered it already, so I don't think I'm going to include that in today's total. Anyway, may those saints intercede for us before the righteous judge. The Troparions will be in the description for you all. Some of you might know that this is a re-upload. Do not worry about what mistake I made. Just know that everything should be fixed for this episode, and also I've managed to save you all a little bit of time. Anyway, see you all tomorrow. God bless you all, and Amen.